Dear supporters, I am reaching out to ask you for your help in taking Watch ACTV to the next level. With your generous donation to our GoFundMe campaign, we can make the crucial switch to a new platform that offers incredible benefits to both our network and our viewers. Firstly, the new platform allows for easy subscription via credit card and PayPal, making it accessible to viewers in international markets who were previously unable to join us. Additionally, we will be introducing a live component that will revolutionize how subscribers are able to engage with our content. Moreover, the new platform provides powerful marketing tools built right in, enabling us to reach a wider audience and to grow our community. And with this emphasis on community engagement, we'll be able to foster deeper connections with our viewers. A Connection TV. To make this transition possible, we need to raise $6,000. Your donation will not only facilitate the platform switch, but will also offer a soft rebrand for our company, ensuring that Watch ACTV continues to evolve and thrive. Please consider contributing to our campaign and be a part of our journey towards a brighter future for Watch ACTV. Thank you for all of your support throughout the years, your comments, your tweets, your shares. They all mean the world to us here at Watch ACTV. Thanks again. What's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy here, Wesley from A Connection TV here on YouTube, the one place on the World Wide Web where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences, and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time seeing me, definitely follow me on all social medias, Twitter and Instagram, and let's get into it at A Connection TV. Episode 27 of my new favorite show, Love Island USA. I love Love Island. I love it. Wait, I have a question. Wasn't Rob on season 5? Yeah? So does he know Harrison? I'm confused. I haven't watched season 5. I don't know. This is my first time watching Love Island, and I'm a fan. I'm a fan. So now I'm curious about season 5 because Harrison is fine. But anyway, let's get into it. Yes. The boys win the orgasm question and they choose Gone Girl. And it's a video that shows Serena crying and caring for Cordell and watching the videos that they were sent when the guys are in Casa. And, you know, the guys are feeling bad. They're getting the opportunity to see that Serena does have a heart, does have emotions, is caring, and how she was actually concerned and wanting Cordell back, which is something that the guys aren't used to seeing. And we're going to get into Serena. We're going to do all that. But I thought it was interesting how, you know, they picked that movie and we get to see that side of Serena. And Cordell didn't really have much of anything to say. He was just, you know, embarrassed and felt bad by, you know, hurting her. So, but I think we needed to see that. I definitely think the guys needed to see that because Serena has not shown that at all. So it was good for them to see that. Cordell said in his confessionals that he was hurt seeing Serena cry. And, you know, Serena was saying that she doesn't like to cry. And Dea, again, in her very stern, stoic kind of way, was basically like, girl, calm down. It's all right. Like, you already know what happened. Things have already transpired. This is the past. Relax. I like that. They'll be low-key sunning Serena, and it's just nice to watch. The guys went again, and this particular video they chose is Forgetting Leah Marshall, and it's a video of Miguel moving on so cavalierly with Sierra and it being a thing. And, you know, in the video, he's like, oh, the kiss was a 20 out of 10, and oh, you're my person, and blah, 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 blah. The guys thought it was kind of funny, and Miguel didn't really know how to respond or react watching himself on TV in the way that he was being. And so he cracks jokes and he changes and alters his voice or whatever the case may be. And it's interesting because the women are like so butthurt and so upset, like, oh my God, the guys are making this a joke or whatever the case may be. And they're so overly emotional. But Leia, you know, it's interesting because it's like, should she be shocked? I don't think she should be shocked. It's Miguel. I mean, for God's sake, The boys win again, and they choose the movie Challengers. And it's a video with Aaron kissing Daniela during the challenge, and Aaron saying that was the best experience ever he had in the house. Kaylor starts to cry. He says it was taken out of context. Then Aaron says he said he really liked Daniela, and it was more than a test. Kaylor is really, really hurt. He says it's his experience, and they tend to go back and forth, and it's interesting because I feel like Aaron is true in the sense that it's his experience and he should test his connections the way he sees fit. I mean, this game is built up for you to test your connections, and there's no real way to like do that if you're closed off right away, right? Since they're using all these terminologies, closed off or whatever. But I was vibing with what Aaron was saying, but at the same time, there's a way to test your connection. And I feel like he was using that as an excuse for his behavior, but Kayla wasn't letting it have. And, Aaron gets emotional and he walks off, right? And when he walks off, Rob goes after him. Rob is the brother. But I have to say, like, this production of this show is one of the best productions of a reality show that I've seen in a long time. It has the vibe of the real world. It has the quality, production quality of it. I mean, when Rob left, they had a drone shot ready to capture his moment walking outside of outside of the house. And I was like, wow, this show is really well put together. Like, there are no people on set. All of their stuff is filmed by these cameras that are all around, similar to Big Brother. But with this, it's a villa. It's a large compound. So I don't know. Hats off to the production people, because this show is really, really well put together. I feel like it stretched the hell out with the music and the dramatic cinematic music, but it's really, really well put together. And in this moment, Kayla's crying and she's like, I don't want to hear everyone tell me that he sucks. I know he sucks. I just don't want to hear it. She's going on and on and on. And then Rob has a conversation with him on the dock. And he's telling him, at the end of the day, you just need to buck up, man up. It is what it is. You need to take ownership for what you did. Just put yourself in her position. She would feel pissed about this as well. You would feel pissed about this as well. So you just got to man up, man. Let's go back, and you got to do what you got to do. And so they walk back, right? And they get a text saying that, movie night is over. But for me, I was so upset because I didn't want movie night to be over because we still had movies left. I wanted to see Fatal Attraction. I wanted to see Clueless, and I wanted to see Crazy, Stupid, and Casa. I wanted to watch all of the movies. And I feel like if it wasn't for Aaron, being so overly emotional and walking off, or like Kayla would put it, dramatic, and walking off, we would have got through the rest of the movies. But it's very interesting how Kayla is like, oh my God, he's so dramatic. And it's like, girl, you're crying at every turn. Like, I love Kayla, but she's crying at every freaking second. It's just like, that's overly dramatic. So to call Aaron out on his feelings when she cries at every single thing was a bit much for me. Two people can be hurt in a situation, even though the hurt more or less stems from, Aaron's actions. He can be hurt as well. So I don't know, they kind of discount his feelings, even though he was the one that did the wrong, I guess, technically. But is it really wrong? I don't think it's really wrong. What's interesting? Because the women are telling the Casa girls, y'all did nothing wrong. It's the men. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I can support that. But the overall show is for them to find a connection. So how effectively can they do that if they don't really try to seek out a connection? I don't know. It's a bit twisted for me. I don't know. The kissing out of the challenge, I guess, and da 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 da. But like, how do you really know someone if it's so routine and formulaic? For me, I just don't see how that would be possible. The girls and the guys separate. The girls have a conversation. Leia and Liv apologize to each other. Serena says she still feels dumb. Cordell says he's hurt for, seeing her hurt by his actions. And, Rob says he's questioning Daniela because she said some things to him that she also said to Aaron. So he's trying to figure out if her feelings are genuine for him and if they are as real as she says that they are. I don't know. I would kind of question that too, because I mean, like, literally, she was just boning not literally, but figuratively, she was just boning Aaron, and then all of a sudden, Aaron passed her off to Rob, and Rob accepted the gift, and it was what it was. And I don't know, Daniela is latching on to him the way she latched onto Aaron. So I understand Rob's feelings in this situation. Taylor is stating that she doesn't want the kind of love that Aaron gives because it's not the kind of love that she wants to receive and or give. And Rob is feeling like he might want to take a step back from Daniela because of how quickly she went to him and expressed the same kind of feelings and emotions towards him that she did toward Aaron. Daniela cries and everyone's all in a somber mood and woe is me. Kane ends up sleeping outside. And I'm at my mind, I'm like, why? Like, you didn't even know anything about Sierra. You didn't even know Sierra existed. So she owed you nothing. So you watching that meant what? But Kane wants to sleep outside. I think it's one of those situations where it's like everyone's feeling some sort of way, so let me feel some sort of way. Because there's no way. Like, in my mind, like, is it really that deep? It can't be. Because you don't even know if you want to be with me or not. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I was kind of like, oh, let me do what everyone else is doing and sleep outside. No one really sleeps in the, well, people do sleep in the room, but it is kind of airy and awkward with the feels with regards to who's actually left sleeping in the room. Kendall wakes up and, well, everyone wakes up and Kendall makes breakfast for Nicole, Serena, and Kayla. He apologized to Serena individually, and then he apologized to Kayla individually. I mean, they were all in the room, but he hands the plate of food. I'm so sorry I didn't have a backbone, Serena. I really love you. I apologize. Hands Kayla. Kayla, I'm so sorry I didn't have a backbone. And Casa, I really will apologize. I will do better. I will do better. I will do better. And I'm like, okay, that was sweet. Nicole gives him a hug, says thanks, babe, or whatever the case may be. Aw, that's so sweet. Then we move on to Janae tells Leia that her and Rob can be the classic comeback. I honestly doubt that. If Rob is any amount of man that I think he is and what I've seen and what he's displayed in this episode, he is not getting back with Leia. I don't see that. And if that does, that it seems very scripted to me because yes, Rob can forgive her, but the way that Leia, I don't know. I don't know. Y'all be loving, y'all love on Leia and y'all love on Serena, but Leia to me is like the ultimate villain and should have gone a long time ago with how she reacted. And I felt like even in that vulnerable moment that Rob displayed at that moment, I was just like, are you freaking serious? She's trashing him like that. And this man clearly is caught up in his emotions and feelings about how everything is going on. And so for me, I don't know. I've never been Team Leah, but y'all love Leah, Serena, and Janae. Y'all just love them down. But anyways, you know, y'all can love who y'all love, but I just don't see it for Leia. And her having a comeback with, I don't know. Or maybe Janae was talking about Miguel. Maybe that was it. But I felt like Janae, I felt like they were talking about Rob. And Leia acts like she's crying. They hug her, console her, and it just, I guess it is what it is. Miguel feels some sort of way because he watched his parents respond and react in the way that was similar to Leia and how she responded and reacted to things. And he was like, it's very telling, and he's not attracted to that kind of behavior, so he doesn't know how to move with Leia moving forward. I don't know. I'm shocked. I don't know. I'm not saying that I get very evil guy from Miguel, but I don't know. I'm just shocked in his response. I don't know. I don't know why, but I'm just shocked in his response. So it is what it is. I mean, his feelings are valid. Janae speaks to Kenny and she basically states, she feels bad for Rob because everyone's comforting Kayla, but no one is comforting Rob. And in that moment, I was like, well, she has a point because what Leia did to Rob was just super crazy, or said I spoke about him was just super crazy. And to negate his feelings like that. I don't know. It's really interesting. The movie night was dope. The movie night was really good. I want to know what the rest of those 3 movies were. What do you guys think that the rest of the 3 movies were? I want to know what those 3 movies were. Kane does yoga with Sierra and, they make a couple jokes. They go back and forth. Cute. Then we have Leia talking to Rob. And she apologizes. She cries. She gets emotional, saying that she was hurt in the moment, and hurt people. And, Rob was like, yeah, I can understand that. You don't have to apologize. I completely forgive you. I was overly emotional and I have to, take into account your feelings and what happened with Andrea. And so both of them kind of apologized. Well, not kind of, they apologized to each other and it is what it is. But in this moment, I'm really seeing Rob as like I don't know how he was on his prior season, but I'm really seeing Rob as like a great dude, like a very mature guy that's in tune with his emotions and knows how to communicate. And I think that that's really, really good and telling for a young man. Aaron speaks to Kayla and he asks if they can hug first. And Kayla's like, nope, I'm just here to talk. And it becomes complicated or whatever the case may be. She lists everything he did in the casa and says, how could you say you love me? Aaron says, I promise I will never do anything like that ever again. I mean, don't all of the people that do wrong in the relationships or partnerships say that? Whatever. Rob talks to Daniela, and Rob is very interesting. Like, the way that I took it was that he was playing in her hair, but he was like petting her. And he was like, I need space. He was like, let's slow down. Then he's like, I appreciate you. Then she says, I appreciate you more. And then he says, probably. I was like, what the hell? Like, it was the petting on the head for me and basically like discrediting what she was saying by saying, yeah, probably. Like, I'll believe it when I see it. Like, I don't know because I don't really trust you right now. You move on to my dude like so quickly. I don't know. I just thought that scene was one of the best scenes in this particular episode because it was just so authentic and real to me. To pat her on the head and be like, yeah, probably, whatever, but like, we don't even need to go there. Like, no, I'm taking my... I'm taking my time, and that's what it is. Cordell and Serena talk. And in this moment, I'm feeling like, wow. In this moment, I'm feeling like, why couldn't we have gotten this from the beginning? Maybe because it wouldn't have been as much drama. Probably wouldn't have felt as real and as heavy as it does now. But Serena says, I could have done better reassuring you. And I'm like, finally, you get it? Did it take you watching yourself in the video for you to understand what people saw of you and how you were treating Cordell in the beginning? Now you finally understand it? Whereas you talked about Cordell being 22 and kind of immature, but you couldn't even be immature in the situation and what you were conveying and how you were relaying yourself to him for him to want to even possibly do that. So the fact that it's happening now and it's just fuckingly in all caps. It's how I feel about that. Yeah, people can move slow. Yeah, people can take their time, but they can also be reassuring and have some sort of conviction toward the person that they're going after. And a side of me still feels like, is she just doing all of this just to stay in the house? You know what I'm saying? Because don't they win money afterwards? Like, is she? I don't know. I don't want to think that of her. I don't want to think that of her, but I'm just happy that she finally tells Cordell flat out. And we get to see it on camera because I don't know anything about what's not edited into the final episode and what she's probably done in the house that we don't know about or whatever the case may be. But clearly it's been an issue because the guys have been saying it from the jump. So the fact that she's able to finally articulate that to him, to his face, is really, really, really dope. She says, I want to continue. Cordell says, I want to close it off with you. She says, I'm happy and I want to close it off as well. Serena pulls the girls to talk and says, we close it off. They all clap for them. I'm in an awe moment. I love when they come together and they're enjoy, like they have so much joy for each other. I think it's really, really, really dope. Aaron and Kayla talks and says, I want to give you space. Kayla said, don't do that because whenever a girl asks that, it doesn't mean that she wants space. I hate when the guys just automatically just don't do anything because if you do that to me and you say that you want space and you're giving me space, I'm gonna think you're not trying hard enough. I want you to definitely try for us and really show that you care, Aaron. I hope y'all like my impression. Anyways, I love Kayla. She's just overly emotional. But this dude gives her some seashell that he finds under the couch. Maybe he found it on the beach. I don't know. Then she loops it up in a necklace and she's like excited because she got a gift from him and they kiss and they're back together again. Miguel and Leah talk and he says, Let's still get to know each other. They kiss. They have a date night. Everyone is back in love. Everyone is so happy. They cheers to friendship and getting better people, becoming better people. And Ariana comes up. There's a recoupling for the guys. And I'm super excited because ever since this show started, I felt like the girls always had the power. Yes, the girls had a recoupling, then the guys had a recoupling. And I think the girls have one too, and now the guys are having one. But I don't know. This show is like pro woman. So I'm really, really glad that the dudes finally get like a big say at a big moment in the show, in the game, right? So Kendall picks Nicole, Katie picks Janae, and the girls are Google gagging for his speech, honey. Cordell picks Serena. She hugs Dea before going to get her man, and she admits she did things wrong, and that she should have done better. Again, she says it out loud. Kudos, kudos, kudos. I can learn to like Serena. Liv cheers on Sierra with Kane. Aaron picks Kaylor. Miguel picks Leah. Rob gets a hard choice because it's pick the villa friend and Liv, or pick a potential love interest in Daniela. He picks Daniela. All the girls cry for Liv. Serena says she wished she showed Cordell that she liked him more. We get to see that again. This is the third time she said that in this episode. Ariana comes back. She calls Harrison from season 5. He's fine. I didn't watch season 5, but obviously people know who he is. And that brings me back to the fact that some of these people have watched the show before. So it's like, how do you not know how to behave in Casa when you've seen the show before? How do you know Harrison was a prior guest? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? And we boot out Liv, an Australian, and we bring in another Australian and Harrison. I think Harrison and Liv kind of have that energy. But Ariana is like, in the next 24 hours, a lot's going to happen. And so be prepared because you're not ready. And I'm like, girl, if the girls gonna get to go to Casa? Let's see. Anyways, let's get into your comments and let's get into Twitter. All right, so let's get into the comments from True Too Much. It's going to be funny if Serena moves to another bombshell after this fuss she made. I agree. No shade. I don't know the hate towards Leia. I know she says some out-of-pocket stuff, but Rob is a gaslighter. I don't see how. He got mad because she was making fun of him crying over a girl he met like 3 days ago. He did that whole dramatic thing saying he was gonna leave with Andrea, but he stayed. If he really felt that bad, he would have left too. I think my issue that people are coming for Leia, but not for Rob. He's being too dramatic about it and keeps bringing it up. Get over it. This sounds like another Leia, insensitive. But hey, you have your thoughts and opinions. The delusion about Leia is wild for me. It's like she could kill someone and that would be okay with them. Facts. I feel the same way. K-Fed24, I feel the same way. Reality TV production doesn't encourage drama, but the funny thing is they don't discourage it either because the producers want the shows to get buzz-worthy ratings, which in turn makes good TV. I love the show. Rob got off easy at movie night. The manipulative crime performance was ridiculous, and the only thing I'll agree with Leia on is her clowning him for it. What? Manipulative crying? I don't think that's not what that was. One thing I don't get is everyone continuing to bring up the beginning of Serena and Cordell's relationship at the beginning, but choosing to forget the growth they've had the last couple of weeks, all the conversations they've had, and the way she's truly opened up to him. Also, she apologized for brushing him off, and they moved past it. They've both been on dates and had to change. Okay. I already stated why my issue with Serena was what it was because she apologized 3 times and acknowledged her performance or her behavior 3 times in this one episode. So clearly it's a thing and she finally realized it. So, hey, I'm glad we can move on and now I can be happy with Serena and Cordell. Love Island needs to provide outfits for them. I think they all dress and look really, really good. For the record, it's not true that Serena has never chosen Cordell. She did choose him when the last bombshell tried to kiss her, etc. She recoupled with Cordell over the other guy. I always thought it was for convenience. The language is from the UK version, so they wanted it to mirror that. That's how us Brits speak. So even them saying stuff like, we can go for a chat is British lingo. Okay. The way Twitter is going at production, you would think production used some AI on that Leia video. Like, nah. All of those disrespectful comments came from Leia herself. Nobody else that villa would talk someone. Nobody else in that villa like would talk about someone like that after they cry to them. Facts. The delusion of Dea and Cordell as a couple. They have nothing in common, and she is a cloud chaser. Oops. Do you think that Dea's behavior was childish after Cordell ended things with her? She definitely handled the situation poorly, in my opinion, by trying to break up with Cordell first. No, I don't think it was handled poorly. I think she was still mature in that, because the reason why she was trying to control that conversation was because she was led to believe that something would occur when they came back, and it didn't. So she just held Cordell's feet to the fire in a more professional way, or a more mature way than Serena did. I like Janae and Kenny. They're opposite. He's boring and finds her interesting. She's a lot in a good way, and he gives her the spotlight. Catherine and Kenny were too boring together. Hey, if y'all like Kenny, I like Kenny for y'all. I still don't care for Kenny. I don't see what the connection is. I really don't. Leia's behavior is problematic, yet people seem to support her. Janae appears to feel compelled to stay loyal to Serena and therefore maintain a friendship with Leia, even though she might not agree with her actions. Serena and Leia seem to enable each other's bad behavior. Meanwhile, Liv has done nothing wrong and has simply spoken the truth. Okay, I can agree to that. The UK version used to have live feeds, drinking and smoking, but Islanders' mental health could not withstand the ridicule from their actions. They had to make it more tamed because a few ex-Islanders had self-deleted. What? No one can blame the show itself, but to prevent liability, they changed the game a bit. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Cordell accepted Serena's slow burn in the villa, even though she continuously curved him. Then she wanted to also make rules for him to follow in Casa. He could only make out once outside a challenge. Girl, his immaturity showed when he agreed to those rules. Dea is way too mature and level-headed for Cordell. She even had to tell him to hold his head up and stand on business when they walked into the villa together. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Okay, I mean, I can vibe with that. Serena got off easy. There was so much they could have shown. Facts. Facts upon facts upon facts upon facts. I usually agree with in Strickler 1030. Facts upon facts upon facts upon facts. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Now, let's see what is going on in the Twitter world. All right, Cordell and Serena's love story is so special and cute. They deserve to win. I don't care what anyone else says. They've been coupled up together since day one, and everything about it is so genuine, and they get each other. My winners. Okay, I guess. After watching so many seasons and versions of Love Island, I've seen so many black women on this show misunderstood. Watching Cordell protect and defend Serena, even when she was upset and not speaking to him, was so beautiful to see. I guess I've never rooted for a group of people harder in my life. Aw, I like that picture of them. I do. I like that picture of them. That's cute. Serena and Cordell closed off. Nay, nay, and Kenny being married. Leia and Miguel got whatever they got. The big three on top. Okay. Y'all don't understand. Kenny's speech had an epilogue. The first half was all about how she's perfect for him. The second half was how he feels when she's around, how she makes him feel. Even Shonda Rhimes couldn't write this. This was straight out of the Julia Quinn novel. All right. Y'all, his speech made me almost cry. This is the best Love Island speech ever. He did look like he was determined and ready to talk. To throw back to when Love Island USA Season 2 was literally on a rooftop of a hotel in Vegas. Oh, that was Love Island on a rooftop. Oh, that's dope. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I'm tired of seeing Kayla and Aaron on my screen. What was that woman telling that woman in the red? That's hilarious. Kayla, if you say F one more time, Kenny, a man of few words, has so much to say when it mattered. Like that speech from Janae was beautiful poetry. I love the Janae ship so much, you guys. Okay. I mean, okay. Olivia Walker, you are one of the realest to ever touch that in Villa. You hear me? The Aussie baby. So they don't show Serena and Cordell exchanging rings, but they show cheating ass Aaron giving Kaylor some seashell he stumbled upon 5 minutes ago. Facts. I don't remember seeing the ring thing either. I don't give a F about what anybody has going on besides Janae and Kenny and Serena and Cordell. Kaylor and Aaron gotta go first vote. Y'all hear me? They are a mess. Andy's coming. I don't know what that meant. Oh, oh, that's what that meant. Oh, that's hilarious. I love them. They're so freaking dope. They're so freaking dope. I love the energy. I'm really sorry. I know this is a sad moment for Liv, but I hate this bitch so much. Cry with some decorum, Kaylor. My God. You know, I will say that Kaylor crying like that for Liv. I mean, she's a crier. We understand that already. She's a crier. Let's go back. Some couples claim to be closed off, but are they really? Harrison steals someone's girl tonight on an all new Love Island USA. Who is he gonna steal? Let's go. Let's go. And the last one I'll read is Kenny's brain. I must concoct the greatest, most epic recoupling speech in Love Island history in the next zero point 0.2 seconds to fully express my deep and passionate feelings for my girl, Janae. All right, and we'll end it there. What did you guys think about this particular episode? I thought this episode was cool. It was cool. Um, but to be honest, I want to know how this ends. This is my first season watching this, so I want to know how does this end? Do we get a say in the vote for the final couple? And I feel like if this is episode 7, we're practically at the end because last season was 31 episodes. Season 1 before that was like 30 episodes. So we're almost at the end. How does this end? Anyway, leave your comments below. As you see, I will read your comments on the video. Thank you guys for the views. Please like this and share this. If you can share this video and hashtag Love Island USA in the Twitter feeds, maybe we can get more views and maybe we can get more discussion below. Let's talk about it. Love you guys. Deuces.